Hello from Gardening at Douentza here in Ireland, and you're very welcome back to the second of my day in the life of a gardener in quarantine videos. So today we'll be doing some gardening, surprise surprise, seeing some pretty things in the greenhouse, and I do have something exciting to show you in flower in the house. So it's a mixed bag. I really can't tell you what's going to come up, but I'm sure it's all going to be fun. Okay, come along with me. Let's go and get on with everything. You're very welcome to this day in my gardener's life in quarantine video. And as you can see outdoors, it looks like a dull old day, a bit blowy, a bit windy, very overcast, not the nicest, but at least it's nice and cool for gardening. This day in quarantine starts like so many others with a quick trip out to the greenhouse first thing, to open it up, to make sure that the air circulation is as best as it can be with the bubble wrap still on, and of course to bring my seedlings outdoors to make sure that they harden off in time for planting out. Now what do I have here? I have some beautiful, beautiful foxgloves. I have a gorgeous white one called Pan's Choice, and it's very popular in Ireland and I suppose in England as well. A lot of people grow it and plant it out, and I do believe if you collect the seed it'll come true from seed. So although my packet said F1 hybrid, I'm not sure that's entirely the case. Okay, let's go into the sitting room because there's something in here I just have to share with you. Something that's looking just gorgeous at the moment. Uh-oh, a bad moment. Oh no, time to retreat. I'll show you what's in here later. And today, one of the tasks I'm going to do in my 2 hours of gardening is to move the trilliums. And can you see the trilliums there? Completely hidden between a hydrangea and a rhododendron. And of course, when I planted them first, they weren't completely hidden at all. They had plenty of visibility, but now they don't. And it's time I move them so we can appreciate them better elsewhere. So this is my first time moving trilliums, which they come from the Americas, but they're a really, really choice plant, choice woodland plant here in Ireland. So I don't want to lose them. Now the advice is to wait until they finish flowering before moving. Well, these are nearly finished flowering. I'm going to take them up while I think of them, and hopefully they'll flower again for me next year. It'll come as no surprise to learn that I have very stony soil. And here we go. And over here I have a nice little shady area that I'm developing with choice woodland plants. And you can see my Sanguinaria are already in situ, and I hope they'll fill up the whole area that they're planted in a very short time. Now, as far as I can remember, I didn't actually plant anything here, but it's always difficult to remember with the small things, and I really don't like putting labels on because, well, you know, it's a garden, not a botanic gardens, but yeah, maybe I should do it for some of the spring stuff. So here's my clump of trilliums, and I am going to just have a closer look at them now. So you can see that they aren't bulbs, it's a kind of a rhizome, and I seem to have done some damage there, unfortunately. Let's just knock off a bit of the soil just to see if these can be separated, although I'm not sure that's something I really want to do. You know what, I think I'll just plant it all as one clump. But what I also have is this other one here. There we go. And this one also I managed to slice the rhizome, but you know what, we'll plant them and see what happens. Oh, and look, just for fun, a podophyllum or a spotty dotty has decided to come my way. I'm going to just put some of this peat-free compost at the base of the hole. This is a woodland plant and it likes nice moist soil. Mine is quite dry, as you see. And then we go down into the hole. I'm going to put this in the middle section, which was the nicest section, and just fill in the soil around, just removing any stones that find their way in here. This of course is the peat-free compost, which is composed mostly of wood chip, or largely of wood chip, and that would be just the thing for this kind of planting. And of course a good watering in. Now, if you do this job at home, make sure to dig very, very wide for your trilliums, because as you saw, they go wider than you think, and you don't want to end up slicing through the corm like I did. And speaking of trilliums, we've moved over to another clump in another border in the garden, and this time it's Trillium grandiflorum. And doesn't it look just fantastic today? Yesterday, in fact, I was showing it to my son and I pointed out how trilliums are in threes. 3 petals, 3 leaves, 3 everything. When of course he had to notice that that one right there actually has 4 petals. There they are, aren't they just gorgeous? I absolutely adore understated little woodlandsy things, and this is right up there. And I'd love one day to visit trillium forests in Oregon or somewhere like that in the States. And it's time to water my orchids, the downstairs ones. So I have them split into 2 divisions, the upstairs ones and the downstairs ones. No prizes for guessing why. And the downstairs ones need to be watered today. So in this trug I have just tap water from the tap. I use tap water which is warmed, so I switch on the hot water and just use that, and it seems to be soft enough. I do have soft water. And I'm feeding with Epsom salt. I think it's 2 teaspoons for 30 litres, and an ordinary tomato food at quarter strength. I don't share water, so I just let it run through straight into the sink. And just while we're talking about orchids, I thought I'd show you Iwanagaara Appleblossom, which has done really well since I repotted it. And let's go in here and have a look at her roots. But the exciting news is not the roots. It is, of course, her amazing flowers. And the first one has just opened and is looking really, really well. So you can see that one bloom is completely open, and there's a second one in here just coming, and we have 3 buds I think emerging there. So who knows, what do you think? Do you think I might end up with an Iwanagaara Appleblossom as really gorgeous as the one that the famous Roger Frampton recently showed? And what watering day would be complete without a watering day surprise? And mine relates to this Coelogyne, which has these flower buds poking out that definitely weren't there last week. So that's really exciting, and I wonder, is there anything else happening on the plant. Well, it seems it has some leaves unfurling here. We just have to wait and see. Ah yeah, look. I think here we have another set of flowers. Okay, I better get on with it. Enough shilly-shallying here with the camera. Come, Sam.
Ah, yes. Show me away.
Recently I've adopted the daily habit of a stroll around the garden with Samuel, my youngest son, and I point out the things that he really should appreciate, and he tells me what he really likes, which is never the same.
Oh no. Ah yes, some lovely flower.
Can you smell it?
No.
Oh, it's amazing, it comes in wafts on the breeze. You've no sense of smell.
No, I have no sense of smell.
So tell me, Sam,
I like these flowers.
are these your favourites at the
No.
moment?
No, they're not. My favourites are those orange ones over there.
What? But this one's beautiful.
It's very nice, but it's not my favourite. I like these orange flowers there. They're very nice and they're orange. So yeah, that's cool. There's a bit of yellow in there too. I like flowers.
And while we do our rounds, we're going to check the lilies for lily beetle. That's what the bowl's for. Did you see any, Sam?
No, I haven't seen any.
They're bright red.
Yes.
These ones are quite clean. There are no munch marks. Let's try somewhere else.
But of course, lily beetles also go for these snakehead boys as well.
Yeah, oh no. These ones look fairly clean though, don't they?
Yeah.
And do you know what else they go for? What else is in the same family as the lilies? The Cardiocrinum!
Oh jeez.
Okay, let's go into the sitting room because there's something in here I just have to share with you. Something that's looking just gorgeous at the moment. And it's always dark in here. It takes a few moments to adjust. See it over there? In all its white magnificence. It's a Hippeastrum that's just opened. Isn't it just magnificent? These enormous, enormous flowers. And I have 4 of them, fully open at the moment, looking absolutely fantastic with those green throats in there and funny little anthers. There's a final flower back there and they look fantastic. And like all Hippeastrums, they're held aloft on these tall, tall stems long before the plant comes into leaf. But if we look down here, we have a second bud that is about to blow any day now and open up and provide me with hopefully another 4 glorious flowers. And before we leave this room, I just have to show you the Streptocarpus, the species one I grew from seed with this enormous, enormous, fantastic leaf. And it is now in full flower. The flowers are blue, as you can see, and very, very pretty. So I'm hoping to collect seed from this plant as it matures. That means I have to stop pulling off the dead flowers, I have to stop deadheading it, because otherwise there'll be no seed. And of course, what day in quarantine could be complete without at least one board game? And our favourite is Carcassonne, the one you see us playing here now. Okay, so that brings me to the end of my video. A day of a gardener in quarantine, which I hope you liked. And if so, then check back for more videos. And just to let you know, while I have your attention here, that the green nerd, a friend of mine, Dimitri, has a lovely channel which you really should check out. He posts lots of videos about a variety of plant things, largely to do with orchids and this green wall that he has in his apartment in Lucerne in Switzerland. So do go over to that channel and check it out, and I'm sure you'll find lots and lots of things there to interest you and make you subscribe. He's really trying to get up to the magic 1,000 subscribers at the moment, so let's help him out, shall we? Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye. Bye.